Hi guys, in today's video I am doing my 30th week pregnancy update. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Yana and I am a mom to two boys already, and right now I'm pregnant with my third child, with a girl, and today I am 30 weeks and 2 days pregnant. I was trying to sit down beforehand and record this video like exactly at the mark of the 30th week, but no, did not happen. Life got in the way, and children a little bit, which is I guess part of the life too. But today I'm doing the update. I am telling you about the baby, what the baby looks like. I'm telling you how I am feeling, and then I will also show you my growing belly. So let's talk about the baby first. The baby is the size of the broccoli. I actually do not think I have broccoli. Maybe I do. Does not matter. You know what broccoli looks like, so that's what the baby is. Pretty big, 16 inches long and around 3 pounds in weight, which is big. 3 pounds is like half of a normal full-size baby when they're born, almost. And now the baby will also be packing extra half a pound every week for the next 7 weeks. So yes, he or she will be growing pretty fast right now. The brain is actively developing, that's for one. And then the other important part of the development is that the bone marrow completely takes over the production of the red blood cells, which before, from what my app told me, before tissue groups and spleen would be responsible for creating red blood cells. And now, as this developmental stage when the baby's bone marrow can create red blood cells, now the success and the prosperity of the baby outside of the womb is at much greater rate. So that is wonderful. Now, as I'm 30 weeks pregnant, there's only 10 weeks to go, which is crazy. That's so little time. That's kind of just 2 months, and it's a little scary because I'm not fully prepared yet. I am getting there. Things are being done, but I'm not ready. So I'm in my 7th month of pregnancy, and the way I am feeling myself is pretty decent actually. So I'm in my 3rd trimester, which a lot of people say that the fatigue kicks in again, which I still do not feel that fatigue. My energy is pretty good and I feel really good. It's weird to me because in the evenings I am very active and I don't feel like I want to go to sleep in the evening, which is difficult because then it's difficult for me to get up in the morning, and then I want to take a nap in the afternoon. I wonder if it's the afternoon nap that messes with my sleep. So today I'm hoping not to nap, even though it's difficult because my 2-year-old is napping. So when I'm putting him to sleep, we're reading the book and I'm laying down with him, so that makes me kind of sleepy in the afternoon. But whatever, I will do my best to not nap and see if that would help with my sleep, which is another interesting thing that I remember with both of my pregnancies with my boys. I would wake up in the middle of the night, like, you know, you wake up and you cannot go back to sleep, and that was very regular to me. I would wake up at like 5, 4, 3 o'clock in the morning and I could not go back to sleep. That happened very rarely this pregnancy, and I feel like in the 3rd trimester it normally starts happening more. So far it didn't happen, which is kind of good, but I'm like, I wouldn't mind getting up and getting more stuff done while my kids are asleep, because it's difficult to get things done when they're around and when they're like actively involved into doing life. But otherwise, yes, my energy is very good. I do have, which my app told me as well, heartburn is a very common thing, and the reason is because a certain set of hormones starts kicking in so that your body and like your joint relaxes, which is another thing. The joint pain, it's the same thing, that your body starts relaxing just so that when it's time for the baby to come out, your body is loose enough for the baby to come through. So yes, heartburn at times, it's like burning like fire in my throat. It doesn't happen very often. I don't know, often. A few 5 to 7 times a day I feel like, oh, like my throat is burning. So that is not fun, but it's like a few moments, like 15 to 20 seconds, and then it goes away. So I'm thankful it's not a constant craziness that I've experienced, but it's still not fun, pretty painful. And then on that same note, my joints, my hips, my back, and the top of my legs hurt. I basically, any step I take, I feel them. Not horrible pain, very tolerable, but I feel pain, and I'm like, okay. And it's kind of, not that it's pleasant, because pain is not pleasant, but because I know the reason why it's there, I'm like, okay, that's good, because this pain will hopefully give me less pain during labor and less trouble. So I accept it as part of the process. But it's interesting how my whole lower side, like like my hips and like all around my hip area. It's kind of painful anytime I'm moving around. I am pretty achy all over the place too, especially in the mornings when I'm getting up. I'm like, oh, and I don't know, maybe that's because I'm old. And I wonder if you guys, if there are any people who are younger than 30 and who has done either third pregnancy or, well, I don't know. I'm just curious, if you're younger than 30 and you're pregnant, are you achy in the mornings? Maybe that's just part of life, or maybe I'm old. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty achy a little bit. My varicose veins on one of my legs bother me a little bit. This week was not horrible. I did feel a little bit of pain, and my leg is feeling warmer than the other one, definitely, but it's not horrible. There were a few days a week before, I'm pretty sure, that I really felt it and it bothered me a lot, but this week was not too bad. And then the last thing that I need to tell you about how I'm feeling is that my belly, every week, I'm pretty sure that the moment my belly started expanding, I started complaining about it, is that my belly muscles, like the middle part of the belly, is pretty sensitive, and I don't like anyone or anything touching the middle part of my belly. Like the sides are fine, so it's the area around my belly button that bothers me, like this much. Basically the middle of my belly doesn't feel good at all. But yes, that is all, you guys, for how I'm feeling this week. A few days ago, actually right at the time when I was 30 weeks, I had my doctor's appointment. I got my Rogaine shot because I have a negative blood type, and I'm pretty sure normally they give it to you around 28 weeks or so, but because it was Christmas New Year's break, my appointment just got scheduled for January, and that's when I'm, well, 30 weeks pregnant. So I got my Rogaine shot. They listened to the baby's heart, everything is good. I don't have protein in my urine, my blood pressure is good. I got the results from a glucose test, and that was wonderful. I don't know, I passed the test basically, so that is wonderful. I do not need to do the 3-hour test, which I have never done. That it would be a surprise to me if I would have to do it, because normally my blood sugar level is a little bit lower. Like anytime I do blood work, my blood sugar is just a tiny bit lower than like the averages. So I mean, pregnancy does weird things to your body that sometimes you don't know what is going to happen. But I kind of did not expect to fail at all, so I was not surprised, but I'm obviously happy that everything is good. Now I will have to be going back to the office every 2 weeks. That's the time that I'm like, oh my goodness, when they told me every 2 weeks, I'm like, are we almost there? And apparently we are. So I will go in now way more often. And that is all, you guys, all the updates I got for you. Now let me show you my belly. Here is the belly, nice and big. To the side. And that's how big it is. Getting so real. Even though the belly does look big, but I totally can see that there is still a lot of space for growth too, for another 2 months. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope it was fun for you to see, to listen what's going on, how we are doing. If you have any questions, pregnancy, baby, or life related in general, let me know in the comments below or message me on social media. I would love to hear from you and possibly answer your question. And you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye-bye.